When you give millionaires like me a tax break, the middle class will pay.
The Republicans are going to give me a huge tax cut. You know what I'm going to do with the money? I'm going to put it in the stock market. And that way, I'll continue to be rich, and everyone else will continue to be poor.
There's never been tax cuts like what we're talking about.
Not one penny of tax cuts should go to people like me. We are already doing fine. Thank you.
Cutting my taxes is not going to do anything to help most of the rest of the people in this country.
The wealthy will get wealthier. The deficit's going to skyrocket.
I am saying no to the Trump tax plan.
I've been waiting for this for a long time.
It lowers taxes on wealthy individuals and corporations, raises taxes on poor and working class folk.
That's good for me. That's good for everyone.
From cuts of the top tax rate to cuts of the business tax rate.
And completely ends the estate tax, which is the most progressive form of taxation that we have.
We are finally ending the crushing, the horrible, the unfair estate tax.
This is a handout to the wealthy. Wealthy people who should be leaders in giving back to the country that has made them so successful.
President Trump, I'd love to hear why you think a $4 billion tax break for Ivanka and your other kids would really help the middle class.
It's incredible.
This notion that you can leave your heirs who didn't work, who didn't do anything, billions of dollars, is just crazy.
We are not going to allow the death tax to steal away the American dream from these great, great families.
Earning it by inheriting it, it's not earning it. It's not earning it at all.
That is just making the ovarian lottery bigger than any jackpot in history.
That's just a terrible idea.
The burden is going to fall disproportionately on the people who can afford it the least.
It's a misallocation of resources to put billions of dollars into the hands of the kids of wealthy people. There's nothing that says that they are then going to be the economic geniuses of the new millennium.
Some people, super lucky, get to start with all this money. It's like doping. It's not really fair.
And it altogether eliminates the alternative minimum tax,
We are also repealing the alternative minimum tax, or AMT.
ensuring that every wealthy individual pays at least a little portion of their share of what it takes to invest in our nation.
About time.
Tax cuts don't help the economy. They only help the deficit. You like deficits? Well, get in line for your tax cut.
And a lot of very wealthy people feel the same way, believe me.
The president's tax plan will be great for people like me who don't work but have plenty of savings to live off our investment income. It'll be pretty bad for anyone else who actually has to work for a living.
At a time when most Americans suffer myriad problems and the vast majority of the country has gained no ground financially for decades, the one group that has done exceptionally well is the rich.
I am a patriotic millionaire, and that means that I believe in funding our country because it takes a lot of money to run a nation.
The rich do not invest this money out productively in the economy. This money gets put away in tax-exempt trusts. It gets put away in foreign banks.
We will reduce the corporate tax rate to no higher than 20%.
Lowering corporate tax rates have never led to greater employment.
This is a once-in-a-generation opportunity.
It doesn't go into the American economic system and do any good, or build any infrastructure, or educate any people, or keep any people out of prison, or do anything to help the environment. That's what tax dollars do. They build the roads, they build the sewers, they clean up the environment, they clean up the oil spills and the hurricanes, they pay our firefighters, they pay our teachers, they build our schools.
These tax cuts are significant.
Let's go and try something else. Let's maybe try raising the tax rate so that everybody can start with a level playing field.
A true patriot wants to pay their fair share of taxes and have a country with opportunity for all, not just the 1%.
This tax cut is definitely about helping the wealthy.
Those of us who least need it.
It's not good for me, believe me.